All right, what's up, YouTube? Today, what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the Self app. Now, the one thing they need to teach kids in school is financial literacy. That's all they need to teach them. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. Now, this shit is not easy to understand. And if it doesn't make sense to you, or when I say this shit, and you fully understand, it still doesn't make sense, but you understand it, that's as much as you're gonna hope for. Because it's ass backwards. You know what I'm saying? Credit's ass backwards, right? Alright, so you know, your credit score, that's one thing. But there's a lot of other factors that can easily make it so your credit score of 800 or 850 doesn't mean shit. Right? One of them, the quickest killer, is DTI, debt to income. If your debt to income is fucked up, if you owe as much money as you make and you have an 850 credit score, nobody will give you shit. It doesn't matter for the most part. If your debt to income is fucked up, that will make a motherfucker be like, damn, I'm sorry, this deal's not going to work. That'll make just about every lender turn you down. So that's not what we're getting into today. But just remember, debt to income can be the end of your scenario if your shit's fucked up. All right, so debt to income actually means more than your credit score, if you ask me. So the Self app, right? The Self app is the best thing ever done by any company, you know? But what you got to understand is the Self app is not a bank. The banks that are going to be giving you a secured credit card and a secured loan, Lead Bank is the one that gives you the secured loan. Atlantic Bank is the one that gives you a secured credit card. Okay? But you only know this by looking at your credit report. Now, there's been people that have said the Self app is bullshit and they don't report to the credit bureaus. No, Self doesn't report to the credit bureau. So you're never going to see Self app on your credit. You're going to see Lead Bank. You're going to see Atlantic Bank. So that shit's debunked right there. You know? All right? But that's why people have said that. Because they weren't really aware that it's 3 different entities that are part of Self. Self is the app. Then you have Lead Bank. You have Atlantic Bank. Those are the ones giving you the money. Self is just like the company that came up with the idea. Okay? Which is a great idea. Because these banks, I'm going to go over the pros and the cons, right? Let's go over the cons first, right? The cons are there's a $25 annual fee. There's a $9 or a $10 application fee. Let me think what else. You need to make sure that when you pay your monthly bill, don't pay it with a debit card because it'll charge you like an extra $2 or $3 every time. So make sure you pay it through your bank account with a routing and account number. That's how you avoid the fee, the little small fee that they charge you every time you actually pay them. It'd be like a $48 payment a month, ends up being like $51. When you use your bank account, it ends up being a $48 payment, ends up being $48. No extra fees, right? And then you'll pay interest on the loan also. Now remember, they're putting their money up. So you don't have to take your $500, go put it up, and then pay your $48 12 times. They put their money up. Nobody else. that makes it so it's not even a secured loan, really. It's a secured loan, but not by you. Traditionally, a secured loan always gets secured with your money. Period. I've never heard, ever, of a company being willing to give you a secured loan with their money as collateral. Think about that, you guys. When I got my credit started, I used 3 secured loans, but I used my money in each account. One was like $2,000, one was like $3,000, the other one was like $2,000 or $3,000 or something. 3 different accounts, all going at the same time. Okay? So, you guys, this shit is not something you're going to learn right away. But I'm going to make this simple as possible for I'm going to try to put this in layman's terms, right? So, make sure I got all that covered. So, at the end of your 48 payments, you're going to end up having roughly $500 saved up. You're going to have lost about $100 in interest and fees throughout the 12-month period. So you have to, any way you look at it, you guys, you have to buy your credit score. But it can't be done at once. It has to be done in payments over time. It always takes time to season your credit. It's not something you can just instantly do for the most part. There's tricks to do it faster, but I'm teaching you guys like the simple way to do it if you don't got a whole bunch of money sitting around. Okay? So all you're really doing, you guys, is saving up money in this account. And then at the end of 12 months, it counts as a paid secured loan and you get all the money back. They put their money up to start it. That's what secured it. So they get their money back, but their money never was part of your money. That shit was like just sitting to the side in la la land, never really existed. Okay? You get all the money you put in, you get that back, minus the fees I just told you. You know? Now, the pros to this is they give you one primary credit account, being the secured loan. Then they give you a secured credit card. After 3 months of you making your payment, you'll have about $140 saved up. They let you activate your card with $125 of that money, of your money. They let you start a secured credit card. Okay? So as you're making these payments, every 2 or 3 payments, you're able to up your limit on your secured credit card. So your money isn't even just sitting there in an account building up. You're actually able to take that money before the loan's done and use that on your secured credit card. Nobody's giving you a chance like that, y'all. Period. Okay? They put their money up. You know? You get it all back in the end. Now, if you're an irresponsible motherfucker, don't even waste your time. If you don't like paying people back, if you don't like building up a rapport, don't even waste your time, because you'll just fuck it up right away. You'll fuck around, miss 1 or 2 payments. At that point, you just wasted all your time. If you're not going to save your money up, get a credit score for it, and then get all your money back, I'm on my 2nd loan with them. Now, this is only for somebody who's either trying to start off credit or rebuild credit they fucked up. I fucked up a lot of credit. I'm rebuilding. If you already got good credit, you can skip this video. You don't need the Self app if you got good credit. But the good thing about the Self app, you can still use it, but the good thing about the Self app is, because really the more people think you only need 1 or 2 credit cards. No, if you can get 100 of them, get 100 of them. Just don't use the fucking available credit. It's all about your credit score is one thing, but what they really want to see is who else trusted you with money. Did you pay them back? It's just like the streets, for the most part. You know? It's like if you went and fronted a pound of weed from 10 different people and never paid them back, and they all know each other because of a system, and they can press a button and they can see, oh, you didn't pay back Joe, Johnny, you didn't pay back Paul, you didn't pay back fucking Tyrone, you didn't pay back fucking Mo. Nobody's gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So credit is the same way. If you're not paying people back, nobody's gonna fuck with you. It's pretty simple, man. You know? Now, in the end, the difference between the streets and credit is when you make a big mistake, you bite off more than you can chew, and one day you can't pay no more, nobody comes to kill you. Nobody comes to beat your ass, stab you up, or smoke you. Your credit score drops, they default your accounts, they cash them in as insurance claims, and they make their money, and your name goes to shit. So as long as you play the game, you'll make them money no matter what. That's why they say bad credit is better than no credit. Because they know if you got bad credit, at least you played the game, fucked some shit up, spent some money, and companies made money on you in the end. They understand all this shit. You guys need to get it. It's all they need to teach people in school. Financial literacy, man. It is not simple though, y'all. It's not made to be simple. You know? It's not made to be simple, man. That's everything with the Self app though. There's no other company. They should have made me the fucking spokesman. But they don't really probably want my type. As far as like, that's not probably the demographic they're going for, man. You know? So I'll fuck some shit up in the end. Oh, I promise you that. You know, so, but like I said, they'll just turn that into a fucking defaulted account insurance claim and, you know, collect, I don't know how much percentage of it, 70, 80% of whatever it is. I don't know what the numbers are, but there's a system in place for a guy like me because they know I'm coming, and they got some shit in place for that where they still win when I fuck they shit up. You know? But the goal is not to fuck your shit up, y'all. That's like a worst case scenario. You know? But yeah, people have said the Self app doesn't report to the credit bureaus. No, they don't. Atlantic Bank and Lead Bank do. Once you have both the accounts going. If you just have the secured loan going, then it's going to be Lead Bank. Once you got both the accounts going, it's going to be Lead Bank and it's going to be Atlantic Bank. They're going to be totally separate. You're not even going to be able to tell they're associated. This is how they run shit, y'all. It's really all the same motherfucker. Just under different fucking businesses, different names, different this, it's all the same motherfucker, you guys. It's not like a whole bunch of different world powers. It's really one. You know, this is how they're controlling shit, man. If you don't get with this shit, man, I'm spending their money. I don't know about y'all. I'm spending their money. I'm spending their money, man. And I might pay it back. In the end, I might not. You know what I'm saying? This is how the shit's set up. This shit's been rigged. The game is rigged, man. Self app. That's how you fucking start off. And honestly, I fucked my credit up back in 2018 when I got gunned down. And I was just like, fuck it. Like, I really didn't need credit after that, you know what I'm saying, for the most part. We all need it, but I could go without it for that time being. I wasn't really tripping, right? I had everything I wanted. And then I was watching a video, Bam Man Kevo, and he was talking about like rebuilding credit and things of that nature. And I'm like, ain't nobody gonna give me a chance. And he brought up Self app. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll try Self app. Okay, you said it, dog. Let's see if you, I'm gonna put it to the test. We'll see. And I went and hit them up and did my thing. And they accepted me. And ever since, it's been like that. I'm on my second loan. I already paid the first one. That's already done deal on my credit, paid fucking loan. You know? That's what the fuck people want to see. What have you paid off? What really got me in the game, y'all, is when my credit really got strong is when I financed a Rolex and paid it off early. It was like a 24-month deal. I paid it off in 6. Once I saw that interest rate, I was like, whoa, dog. Like, nope, I'm cashing y'all out. Soon as I did that, I didn't really know what I was doing. You know? I got the Rolex I was just window shopping at the mall, right? Maybe I had $1,000 or something, no real money, right? I was looking at this Rolex, not this one, it was a different one. And she was like, how about I run your credit and we'll see what kind of deal we can arrange. I'm like, go ahead. Okay. Right? I had like 4 credit cards going, just got out the joint and shit. Kept my credit going while I was in prison, right? So I'm like, yeah, okay, go ahead. She goes in the back, comes back about 5-10 minutes later. You know, I give her my information, whatever. She comes back, she's like, you can walk out of here right now with no money down. So what? It's like a $10,000 watch. Now they're like 14 or 15. You know what I'm saying? And this is back in like 2018, right? So I'm like, okay, yeah, give me that watch right now. So I could die today. Give me that watch. I was already feeling some kind of way getting out of prison with only $100 to show for everything I ever did in my life. That shit had me feeling some type of way. I don't care how much money I had by the end of the day. I don't care. I got out of prison with $100 and that shit sunk in and I'm like, whoa. This is not what's up. I'm not doing this shit again like that. I don't care if it's $10 million. If I'm going to get out with $100, I don't want none of it. If that's like how it's going to end is you getting out the gates with $100, like I don't care what leads up to that, man. Like I felt like my whole life was a failure. You know? So I fucked up with credit because I used it in the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? I had the wrong mentality going in. I just wanted shit. I felt deprived. I wanted shit. I wanted it all. You know what I'm saying? So I was getting shit I didn't necessarily need. Running up accounts too high. You know what I'm saying? Just balling out, not giving a fuck. You know? But I was always paying more than a minimum payment on each of my accounts. I had like 17, 18 accounts I had to pay every month. Now I was paying like $3,500 a month probably. Just in interest. At a point when I really was in too deep. Yeah, I was in too deep. You know? So it can become a problem, man. Like, especially if you're a person like me. And you tend to like, can be impulsive and shit. And you tend to sometimes buy shit that's expensive that you don't necessarily need. You got to be super careful, man. Self-app. It'll get you started. It's only for beginners. If you're already established, you don't really need it, but it shows you your credit score as it goes up and down and things of that nature. It has other things to the app that it's like an all-in-one app. If you ask me, the only thing that you can't do is check your credit history from there. There's another app called ScoreSense. ScoreSense, I'm going to talk a little bit about ScoreSense right now. ScoreSense is the app I'm going to use to dispute all of my debt. That's something that I should have done already, but I'm going to dispute all my debt and make them prove in every case that was actually me that did that with those accounts. Because I got a bad memory. I don't remember shit. Shit, I don't remember half the motherfuckers I done did business with in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't, you know, that's how we play that one. You dispute every debt you run up. Make them prove it. You know? I'm going to make them prove all that shit. But I'm going to use ScoreSense. Because ScoreSense, on their app, it's like $10 or $12 a month, right? But on their app, it's different because I can see all the debt that I owe. I can see Atlantic Bank. I can see Lead Bank. I can see my Chime card. I can see all my secured credit cards. I can see everything I ran up. And there's a button I can push on each one just to dispute them all. And it'll automatically